right, well, hello and welcome back to Animal Training Development Center. Today I have with me Cooper, and Cooper is about a year old and he is here for our Alpha training program. And today is day 5 of his 10-day daycare portion of that program. So he's still got some private lessons to do and some group classes to take, but he's halfway through my one-on-one time with him that I enjoy with these daycare sessions. So we've been out on the town today, and he got a chance to go to Lowe's, and you'll get to see some of that in the video, for a field trip, and did super well through the distractions there. He's been training here at the training center each of those 5 days as well, and we are working on his foundational obedience. So with that comes this unspoken command that we like to teach every dog, and it's just the concept that if I start to move around, a dog should never get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. And you can see how, even though I didn't give him any kind of command, he's keeping a pretty close eye on me, and he's not letting the leash get tight. So that's really the job that a dog has at all times. I don't want to have to give a command before he'll not pull me around the neighborhood. So this is the way that we do that. If we're always giving a command, like if I say sit, of course he sat, good boy. But if I don't teach it to a command, and every time I stop he learns that he's supposed to sit without me saying so, he'll do that as well. In fact, when we teach the heel command, which is one of the foundational ones we've been working on, and that's a position in relationship to your body, so his paws and my feet should be parallel with each other, as you can see they are. He should be close enough that I can reach down and touch him, as you can see I can, but not so close that he restricts my motion if I try to turn a sharp left turn, for example. He should always allow for me to have complete freedom of movement, and if he's doing that, then he's truly in the heel position as we continue to move through the world together. So let's try that out. We've taught him that if I lead with my inside foot, that's my left foot, so your inside foot is always the foot closest to your dog, and as I lead with that foot, you'll see I go ahead and give that verbal command, heel, and now he should maintain that position that I showed you in relationship to my body, even as we begin to move through the room or through everywhere we want to go. Nice. And as you can see, he did do that automatic sit at the end. So if you teach something in a row so many times, after a while you don't even have to say it. And that's the idea with this unspoken command. If I lead off from here and I walk away, he's allowed to get up to follow me. In fact, he's supposed to get up to follow me to make sure that the leash doesn't get tight at any time, whether that's because he's lagging behind me or if he were to get excited, which is more often the case, especially outdoors, and try to be ahead of me to try to pull to get to something. So he's a young dog at a year old. There's still a lot of puppy in there naturally, and there's a big maturity gap between a year-old dog and a 2-year-old dog for sure. So we've got that to work with, but also he's got a lot of drive to sniff things. Especially he's got what they call really good nose, which basically means he's into any kind of scent that he can find, and given his choice, he would sniff about every step, every time you get outdoors, and then try to race ahead to things that smell good. And that's been kind of a bit of our experience. But like you'll see in the video, he's starting to learn that this command to never get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason is still in effect even as we get outdoors. The only difference is the distraction level goes from a medium level here at the training center to a very high level of distraction that a dog has to work through whenever you get outdoors and there's a lot going on. So, for example, at Lowe's today, that's a huge distraction level, but as you see, or will see, he does a really good job with that for me. So we're really proud of the progress he's made in the short time that we've had him, and we're looking forward to the next half of the program to finish everything else. We've got the sit command as well. So okay is the release word, means he could stop sitting, do whatever he wants to do. When I give that command, sit, you only want to say it once. If he doesn't, we're going to correct him, and I'm almost glad he didn't. So the way we fix that is no, sit. Just giving that verbal word no with your correction will help him start to listen better when he hears that word no later. If we use that a lot like that, it'll help us with that word if we need it later on. Then we repeat the command word. In this case it's the sit, but it's the same process with each command. So from here, if I tell him down, And he doesn't. I guess he wants me to show you. There he goes. Good. I would have just said no, and then I would have put a little pressure down toward the ground to reinforce that down position. So all we're doing with the leash really is trying to help direct his body where it needs to go to kind of get himself where we want him to be for the command that we're teaching. So when it's heel, good. I want him to come to the left side. I want his right paw to fall in line with my left foot every step of the way. And ideally that would happen no matter how fast. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Or how slow. Good job. I go. And of course, a nice automatic sit at the end. Good boy, Cooper. Okay, so you can see he's got a nice level of what we call supportive dogality type. That's that type of dog that would make a good therapy dog and a good search and rescue dog perhaps. He's got a good nose. Maybe an adventure like that would be a lot of fun to do with him, and I know he would enjoy it. So if that's an interest to you, you might look at doing something like that with him down the road. But even if you just want to love on him and let him be a great pet around the house and around the neighborhood and wherever you travel with, he'd be great at that too. So the other command we've been working on is this idea to come. Good boy. And he should sit at the end of that one too, just like he did there. Let's do it the other way this time. Good. Sit. Not yet. You got to wait till I say it. Good. Come. There you go. Good boy. Good job. Okay is the release word, means he can stop doing what he was doing and do kind of whatever he wants, except in this case, get to the end of the leash, right? So that's basically the 4 legs of obedience we've been working on so far. So it's a good strong sit, it's good strong heel, it's good strong down, it's good strong come. This is all designed to be done right now on a 6-foot leash. And so that's what we've got on him here today. I think the leash that you generally bring him on is a 5-foot leash. I know it doesn't sound like a lot of difference, but to me, that extra foot is really helpful, especially as you're doing the heel command, the down command, and the come command. You don't so much need it. In fact, a 6-foot leash is a little long, for the sit command, trying to navigate all that extra leash. But once you get used to handling a 6-foot leash, especially with a bigger, stronger dog like he is, then you're going to want to have a 6-foot leash for training purposes. I would recommend a nice heavy leather one like I've got here, and we do carry these. I'm not a big retail guy. I don't care if people buy my stuff or not, but I like to keep around the things that I like to use, and so I've been actually using one of my own just to work with him because he is a big, strong dog, and even though we're using the prong collar with him, I know that even for myself, he's a lot to muscle when he decides he wants to go check out that next thing to sniff or what have you. So I would recommend a good heavy leash to go along with that. Other things we'll talk about too, again, that next thing we'll do for you guys is a private session. So after we do the 5 daycare days and we get to know him ourselves, make a video like we have today, then go ahead and have you come back for one of your 4 private sessions that we can really put the leash in your hands, coach you through, get you to the level that we're at with him currently, and then we'll move ahead. And then we'll move ahead in the next, several lessons, and then we'll keep bringing you back up with us until finally, he listens as good to you as he does to us, and that's our big goal here at Animal Training Development Center. I always say that I can never train a dog so well that I could just hand it back to the owners with a leash and a list of words. Sometimes I wish it were that easy, but really I don't, because the fact is a dog wants to have that relationship with a person, not just know that person has the right words to say to them. And so I kind of like that about dogs, is they're always looking to build that connection, and it takes mutual trust and mutual respect in order to enjoy that relationship. And until a dog has both those things for a person, they're not going to listen to them very well, unless maybe that person's got a treat or something. But anyway, at Animal Training Development, as always, we say connection is the key, and that's our motto, or one of our mottos around here, probably the biggest one and the only one we've got a big signed for. So remember that at home. It's about trust and respect, building those things, and then just doing your obedience skills together so that you're a team together. And that's what dog ownership is all about. Once you have that foundation laid, fun things happen. When you can trust your dog off leash, no matter where you go and what you're doing, it's a whole nother level of enjoying your dog than the people that don't take the time and put in the work to enjoy that kind of freedom. So anyway, that's my speech for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We've enjoyed Cooper an awful lot, and we know his parents do too. He's got a little lipstick on his face. If you see that in the video, it's not blood. I thought at first it was, but his mom gave him a little kiss before he started training today, and the remnants of that kiss are still evident there, and I think that's awesome. So he's well loved, both at home and at the training center, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching him, and look forward to seeing him in his next video. Meanwhile, as always, we'd like to wish you happy training. Okay, good boy, Cooper. Good dog. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Good. Good dog. We take a field trip to Lowe's? All right, buddy. Let's do it. Good. Thank you. Sit. Good boy. Yep. Good boy. Hi. All right. Well, we have the abominable snowman greeting us there at Lowe's. It's an animated object that actually is kind of scary for a lot of dogs, and I didn't choose to take Cooper through his first visit out to Lowe's. He did really good job through here, a little bit skittish at times over some of the loud noises that do happen around Lowe's with different kinds of machinery and doors and whatnot. Basically, we're just taking him through his obedience here. We're just doing the sit and letting him acclimate a little bit. There you can see his a little bit of lipstick from his morning kiss that he got before he started his day with us. And he's really doing a very good job through here. I like Lowe's a lot because they have big open areas as far as wide aisles, and you can usually see what's coming your way from a good distance so that you don't get surprised by much. I guess one of the things that I've learned about Lowe's that I don't like is that I can't let you hear the audio as I go through there because they have music playing, and I would get copyright problems every time I upload a video with the background music that they play throughout the store. So you're going to get to hear me talking you through our visit versus just getting to hear the ambient noise that would normally be available. Here we're working the heel command through the store, and he's doing a really pretty good job. He shows some casual interest in some of the guests and some of the employees as we work our way through here. I think that's okay. A good strong heel command will have him more focused on the person healing with him than the people around him. But the fact that he has some natural curiosity toward people shows kind of a healthy temperament and a dog that might be well suited to therapy dog work someday. We're looking for that right paw to kind of fall in line with my left foot step for step, which would indicate the perfect heel position. A little surprise there, but he didn't spook by that. In fact, he says, "What's your name?" Looked like he was pretty curious about that guy popping out of there. Here we're going to go ahead and do another stop and looking for that automatic sit at the end of the heel, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there it is. Good. And I think, yep, we're going to go ahead and try a down command here. When a dog is excited, the last thing they think about is laying down. So he's a little bit reluctant to want to lay down here in the middle of the store, especially with all the vibes and energy that he's feeling. But it's a good exercise to have him practice because if he can really hold that down position without too much fuss, he's going to learn to acclimate to his environment all the better. Good attitude. He's got really a nice temperament to train with here. We look for that open mouth, a relaxed expression. You can not see his tail here, but if you could, it's not tucked and it's not up and waving wildly. Either of those are kind of negatives when it comes to energy levels working out in public. So his tail carry is relaxed and maybe slightly elevated to show that he's a little bit happy. His mouth is open and relaxed. That's exactly what we like to see there. He's accepting, the praise very nicely, enjoying the connection. Try another down command here. I'm stepping on the leash a little bit with my foot. You can't see in the video, but that helps him. Here he's up again in the heel position. Really doing a nice job for me. Getting close to the cashier area, and there's always a lot of people there, of course. And this is a good way to test his ability to stay focused as we go through all these people and then out the big opening doors, which he did super well with. On the way in, he was a little spooked by the automatic opening door, which you can understand being his first time. But this way, coming out right through the opening doors we go, and without too much drama or stress, he just kind of took that one in stride. Really proud of his first visit. I can't wait to see how he continues to progress. We'll be doing more of these field trips in the coming sessions and going to different places that are pet friendly for us to practice in. And you'll get to see another video at the end of his program to show the steps he's taken since this video was created. So we hope you enjoyed watching this segment. And as always, we'd like to wish everybody Happy training. Sit. Hop, hop. Good boy, Cooper. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job.